Hi, good morning. Welcome to Exposing the CCP program. So good to see you again. So today we're going to continue to discuss about the Xi Jinping's evil plan, how to control the world, and welcome our best friends, Chris and Mr. True.
Eh, Hi everyone, I'm happy today. Thank you.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Zee. I'm very happy to be here. Let's expose the CCP. I think CCP will be finished soon. Okay. Thank you.
I hope so too, Mr. Truth. Thank you very much. And with today, we only have one video to share. And Miles has been talking many times. And recently, his video got very famous because he predicted, what's the CCP's tactics against the rest of the world. And although we know that she is going to meet with President Trump later this week, but most likely no big material outcome will be coming out from their meeting because the CCP has been playing the tricks with the United States and cheating the rest of the world. And let's watch Miles' video and we'll continue to discuss about it.
Belongs to the people. This means China belongs to Xi, and the Chinese people will be represented by Xi. It's just that simple. Everything in the country belongs to the people, and the people belong to me. So, Ant Financial, Evergrande, the People's Bank of China, HNA after bankruptcy, Bank of Shanghai, and Shanghai Jiushi, as well as several so-called real estate companies in Guangdong, including over 100 state-owned companies in Hong Kong and overseas, all belong to me. Because the country belongs to the people, and all of these belong to the people. I, Xi Jinping, am the representative of the people, and I can represent the people to appoint my successor. This is what is called the real Central Committee. Everything belongs to the party. She will definitely attack Taiwan. Definitely. When this absolute centralization is completed, there's nothing else to do. She will exterminate all the white people and attack Taiwan. Attacking Taiwan will divert all his internal economic and political problems and establish his status as a modern-day Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Exterminating the white people will make him, in history and under all circumstances, a world-class Emperor Qin Shi Huang. During the extermination of the white people and the attack on Taiwan, all the members of the Jiang, Zheng, Wang, and Ming families will be sent to the front lines to die in the Taiwan Strait, either freezing or drowning to death. If they don't drown, they'll die from stray bullets. If they still don't die, our own artillery will take them out. During the extermination of the whites, she plans to kill all the illegitimate children of the Jiang, Zheng, Wang, and Ming families who are in the West. She cannot just eliminate the white people. To eliminate those illegitimate children is the ultimate goal. The 20th Party Congress marks the complete return of the Chinese people to the eras of North Korea and Mao Zedong, an absolutely 100% era like those. And she will determine the critical moment for attacking Taiwan and then conquering the world. To conquer the world, the CCP will eliminate the US dollar in America. This is the true new beginning of his world dollar.
Yeah, there's so much details that we can cover from this video, but overall, Miles lay out a big evil plan from not only Xi, but also previous CCP senior members. What's their goal? What do they want to do to the rest of the world? And it's quite evil plan, isn't it? And let's go to Chris. So, Chris, what's your takeaway from this video?
I think from this video, Mr. Miles Guo already told us what Xi Jinping's real plan is. But recently, we know from the Great Purge that Xi Jinping did. The purge what the purge he did not did not go very well. Like he did purged the some of the generals, but I think in the end it will increase his chance of getting overthrown. Like the Great Purge increased the probability of a military coup. Xi Jinping's internal purge of the CCP army is a development in the CCP's situation was close observations. using CCP to take down CCP. Let's see among the different factions in the CCP, who destroys whom first and who dares to make the first move. As long as someone within the CCP makes the first move, others will follow suit. The 2025 Straight Thunder exercise ended less than half a year ago, yet the military generals have already been purged by Xi Jinping, and the purged generals were ones that Xi Jinping personally promoted back then. The purge not only makes it difficult for the CCP to launch an invasion of Taiwan in the short term, but instead puts Xi Jinping himself at risk of a military coup erupting at any moment. So the most likely cause prompting this great purge lies in Xi Jinping's suspicion that the CCP army is severely corrupted and has been infiltrated by the United States, with multiple generals harboring dissent and lacking sufficient loyalty to Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping believes that he must thoroughly replace a batch of officers and reorganize the army from the ground up to fulfill his ambitions of becoming emperor. He even hopes to live to 150 years old, allowing his family to rule the country permanently through a constitutional amendment to achieve unlimited terms, thereby ensuring his own safety. During the period of Army's Great Purge, although Xi Jinping still holds military power and has become even more authoritarian, the probability of facing a military coup or assassinations is rapidly escalating. This is because the Great Purge is bound to incite dissatisfactions among numerous military personnel and general concerns about their own safety, leading to the mindset of anyway, sooner or later I'll be killed by Xi Jinping, so might as well go all out, gradually spreading throughout the military. So if the Central Military Commission Vice Chairman Zhang Youxia harbors intentions of rebellion, he cannot afford to hesitate or waver indecisively, nor can he seek to preserve his life while simultaneously aiming to seize control. For at this moment, Xi Jinping has already descended into a state of madness, and Zhang Youxia will inevitably fall under suspicion to secure long-term safety. Only a mad leader, deeply afflicted by power, anxiety, and paranoia, would recklessly conduct a large-scale purge of subordinate without any reservations. If the purge is initiated not by the leader himself, then the leader, whose power has been significantly weakened, would likewise become restless and uneasy, descending into madness and unleash terrifying retaliations. So no matter who holds military power, Xi Jinping's anxiety, suspicion, and sense of insecurity have reached unprecedented heights. If the rumor about Xi Jinping's stroke and brain tumor are true, Xi Jinping's level of madness will far exceed most people's imaginations, and Zhang Youxia's situation will become even more precarious. So, for example, the Wagner mercenary leader, Prigozhin, because his military coup was not thorough enough, only reached the level of military remonstrance and ultimately suffered an assassination by a plane crash. This is precisely a lesson from the past. Those who wish to create history must first superficially feign compliance, pretending to obey the mad leader, then seize the power vacuum period after the Great Purge. Taking advantage of Xi Jinping's poor health, scattered attentions, and the brief window when he is unable to effectively exercise key powers. To launch a surprise military coup in one fell swoop only when its success possible. So to take down the CCP by USA can advance the global destruction of CCP, shaping the situation to accelerate the collapse of the CCP. However, the key decisions below still relies on using CCP to take down CCP. Xi Jinping doesn't even trust the people he himself cultivated, let alone the other factions within the CCP. Xi Jinping certainly trusts them even less. Therefore, when the critical moment arrives, the anti-CCP factions within the party and the anti-Xi Jinping factions pretending to be pro-Xi Jinping must take actions. Yeah, so I think in the end, the good people within the CCP, they will take actions, but we still have to wait until the chance for them to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, for telling about the Xi's struggle currently situation right now inside of the communist China. And nothing is perfect. They do have a very evil plan, but can they implement, and how are they going to do it? It's a big question. And for a dictator, remain in their position is the highest priority for Xi right now. However, still, we gotta be careful, pay attention to their action right now, and understand the mechanisms how the CCP works. Okay, let's go to Mr. True for your comments, please.
Thank you, Zee. And especially thank you, Chris. You've done a good job in laying out what's the situation Xi Jinping is facing. And number one, that I think his psychology, as Miles go open point now, that, once you become, over the last 10 years under the banner of anti-corruption, to what? To gathering, centralizing your power, whether it's military or the administration or the party. So this is what we're seeing, and he has locked down like over 1 million of Chinese party members, including military generals, and in jail or send them to hell. Kill them. Basically, the families are disappeared. So I think that will be combined together, will be associated with like 10 million people directly, plus secondary, indirectly being killed or restricted by Xi Jinping, most being killed. Okay. So given that situation, once you have so much blood in your hands, you know what happened? I don't think you can sleep well, no matter how strong you are. Look at the Stalin. Let's look at the history. Stalin was, one of the top dictator, right? And he has to kill like one general, okay, every week or every day in order to be able to go to sleep, because he He doesn't trust anyone, and all he does is stay in wherever the palace, and he doesn't come out. And then he just invite a lady. If you look at the story, a beautiful girl to dance with her, and that's probably the only real activity he's engaged in. Rather, just massive amount of killings. So how many people get killed by Stalin? I mean, tens of millions. Okay, how many people killed by Chairman Mao? Okay, and hundreds of millions. So you see that dictatorship, especially communism, originated. It's not really a belief in God, and it's anti-God. So they're just devils advocates. So when you are actually have consciously decided to become the dark force against humanity, I don't think you last very long. You see what happened in history, okay? But so Xi Jinping facing the same problem. Ultimately, also he has a health issue, so with his neck being hit by tractors during Cultural Revolution. He was sent to farm side to doing some farm work like everyone else. That's also a struggle between Chairman Mao and his father as well, Xi Zhongxun. So given that his psychological worms and his history, how he grew up in that, how communism, socialism struggles, and he has learned that only he himself he trusts. He doesn't trust anyone. Okay, so how do you maintain healing? Whoever he pull up to to work for him, his left, right generals and all the 5-star generals, to the end, everyone is not really trust him too. They all become the asset of CIA and the U.S. Military intelligence. I mean, today you hear that from the Hope, a TV station based on New York, as in United States. Be like, given all the news about what happens update, I just hear that. So several generals actually already long ago already have moved the asset, the family, the children in the United States and been given like $100 million or something like that. And so they can stay there, but in exchange, of course, you're going to sell out the military in Chinese military informations, the battle plan and the strategic plan. What is the capabilities with they really have these cannons, but they all come out, they're all pretty much the fake. Even the parade happened on the 3rd of October. Most of the very impressive military equipment, they're just on the plan, they're not real. Okay, so this is the nature of communism. Okay, deception, fake, theft, steal the wealth of the nation, and also distrust of any normal human relationship or of loving kindness, but all distrust, all trying to kill each other to survive. I think given that, that's why Mao said, we're going to rely on the communists to take over, to destroy communism in China, because that's how it has been going. If you look at the past 100 years history of Chinese communism, so they just can't get along each other. That's why they still rely on marriage. They're trying to become even their family or relatives for the children. But then Xi Jinping want to kill all the legitimate and legal children of the other people who support the comrades. So in here, I mean, I don't need to see further. Xi Jinping will be taken down as he has been killing millions of his generals and his party top, allies and so on. So he doesn't trust anyone. He cannot sleep. Even in Beijing, every night, remember Mao told us that every night he has to move in 4 different places to sleep. He cannot stay in one place more than, an hour and a half or 2 hours. Otherwise, someone would attack him. We're trying to assassinate him. Okay. So that's the situation. So we don't have to worry. We should feel very confident very soon. And I think once everything's done, that Xi Jinping will be taken down by its own people. And if there's only if he, like Gorbachev, just surrender to see we're going to resolve the Chinese communism, we want to return to democracy. Just make that statement. If he make that statement while he is with President Trump, miracle happens. Then he'll be a great hero in history remembered. Okay, all the bad things will be gone because that will be an awesome thing to happen. But we still need to make sure the system of communism and its intelligence doesn't exist. So the next step is we got get where the money is, follow the money and take the money out, so return back to the Chinese people and build China again, so people don't have to get organ harvest and don't have to sell the body in order to just survive. So we need to take down the CCP. So we want to hope if she take down the CCP, resolve it, and then that's it. Everything made easy for us. I hope that happened, but I also doubt whether he has that wisdom and the kindness to do that. But you never know. Okay, there is always the otherwise. I hope that happens. Thank you very much. Go back to you, Zee, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. True, for elaborating more about the Xi situation. I think a lot of the Western audiences may not be familiar with the dictatorship because they never, maybe they learn from the history book or read some videos. But if you have ever lived in an environment like that, you can't understand the suppression and pressure that the Chinese people are facing right now. It's a very horrible condition, and the situation will get worse. Exactly like you said. The big purge, everything is because the dictators, they don't feel stable, they don't feel comfortable. Then they're gonna create a lot of chaos and stir the models, and just messing up everything, and try to keep his position safe. But he doesn't care about any other people's life, no matter it's the Chinese people, even maybe his close friends. They're gonna be cleansed, if needed to maintain his dictatorship position. And Taiwan may be one of his another bait. All the negotiation right now with the President Trump or anything, he doesn't really care because whether this negotiation is successful or not, and it's out of his scope. His goal is to focus on remain in power and conquer the world and destroy all our current Western civilization. And like Miles has warned many years ago, and everything you see that has started slowly happening. And if the Wall Street, I don't know if they're going to wake. Maybe they're just pretending they're awake. If they still continue to collude with the Chinese Communist Party and make the money out of all these other people of the rest of the world, I don't think we're going to get a stable economic nor political situation. Okay, so we've got past 30th now. Do you have more to share, Chris, regarding Miles and also recent Xi situation?
So in the end, I will add that to overthrow the CCP, in addition to relying on Xi Jinping's great purge within the party, it also depends on key strikes against Xi Jinping by CCP insiders. Moreover, the awakening of the Chinese people is crucial. The destruction of communism benefits the whole world, but the greatest beneficiaries are the Chinese people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And last but not least, let's go to Mr. True for a little bit more comments, please.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it is a crucial time for the Chinese people. I agree that it's ever been a better time because Xi is very vulnerable and he already lost his whole total dictatorship power for the military. He doesn't have the total power. He actually lost that. And maybe the administration and the old oligarchs actually doesn't really like him. So, but the military is actually by General Zhang Youxia, I think he's holding the power. Of course, been a communism, in different governance of the same nature, what would they would do? Think about it. They don't want to lose the communism system in China, so they can continue to enslave all the 1.4 billion of brothers sisters. That's what they want. That's the true nature. But there will be always otherwise. I think when they see they cannot run that anymore because the unemployment, organ harvesting, and the society is the economy is all over the places, and very soon that the sanctions, the high, like a 45% tariff, I don't think they can last. They do like a $3 trillion export per year. Used to be, but now I think probably just 2/3 of it, but maybe even less. I think any time when the order is come down, when the sanction is there, and they have to pay, 45% on top of that to United States. All right, if you don't, then that's it. You'll be in trouble. So this is, I think, this is the first time in history Chinese communism, United States under President Trump, I think, finally realized it is a battle between life and death, the United States and the CCP, not the Chinese or China. Okay, CCP. So this is a game of life and death. Because the CCP, Xi Jinping, they want to kill the white. This is on the plan. It was made in the movie, like a tiger, name of movie is a tiger killed white. It's Wen Jiabao even went to India in the Bollywood, and even cut the ribbon to, for the movies. I remember Miles Exposed. I watched the movie actually. So it is true that for all the propaganda and so on, if the intelligence will get it together, there's unrestricted warfare. The chemical warfare, biological warfare, okay, and also propaganda warfare, financial warfare, okay, and also the warfare with the United States dollars, and trying to destroy U.S. dollars dominance in the global trade, especially petrodollar, okay. So it's in every aspect. I think the United States has been attacked by so-called unrestricted warfare strategy from the CCP over the last 10 or 20 years. And the fentanyl, and they killed so many people, they don't even want to surrender, still want to negotiate and sell fentanyl to. What kind of deal you're making that? I don't think the United States people would not allow the CCP continue to kill their own people in a massacre type of way. So never had in history killed more people by using the CCP virus with the fentanyl, I think more than World War I and II combined. So we are on war with the CCP, okay, good and evil, basically. So I think this time the good will win, because if the evil win, which it can't, if the evil win, those people in the West collide with the CCP in the end, was Mao said that due to the nature of CCP, they're not going to trust you. Once you are used by the CCP, you'll be put on the trash can. So wake up. Let's work together, take down the CCP. Let's hope that some miracle will happen. So Xi Jinping will surrender to say, here you go. Let's resolve the communism. I just had enough. I hope he has that wisdom. Let's pray to our Buddha and God this happens. Anyway, take down the CCP. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much. Take down the CCP for sure. Thank you for both of you for contributing to this series. And I think we have concluded our topic today. And we just need to continue to watch the situation, at least to be clear about the evil CCP's plan. Don't look at the surface and think about how the dictatorship and how the Chinese Communist Party and communism works. And you'll get a answer, about what needed to do in the future. And again, thank you very much, Chris. Thank you, Mr. True, and thank our audiences for watching. And stay tuned. We'll see you next week.
他们的恐惧是我们的武器，我们的胜利。谢谢了，兄弟姐妹们，你们健身了吗？行动，行动，行动！中共，你完了！ Take down the CCP!
then just watch and see. It's all started, everything's begun, and you are over. Cause we're taking down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all lied for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了，
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共你完了，干灭中国共产党这个 CCP， 才能让我们远离恐惧。Take down CCP。
They try to scare the nation with fabrication, but we see through the lies. We won't fall, we will fight you back. Police corruption with crooked assumption. They ran our lives, but no more. We will win. We will take down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all lied for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧，
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧，
Let the bullets fly a little
为
longer.
奴役的人们
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动，
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动，
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
，Take down CCP。
Bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little
CCP。
longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a
CCP。
little longer.
Take down the evil CCP.